Did you know that an audience is going to make a decision about your credibility, your authority, your believability, and your likability, and any other ability that there is? They're going to make these decisions about you within 30 to 60 seconds of your presentation. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 remarkable ways you can start your presentation to create the best first impression possible. Let's dive into it. If you've got an MC who's introducing you as the speaker, and while the MC is introducing you, the audience can see you, then understand that the audience, they're making these decisions about you way before you even get on stage. So while the MC is introducing you, make sure you don't do the following.
First off the rank, we've got Chesty Charlie, who feels the need to show everybody how strong he is by having a particularly wide stance and showing off his chest. Next, we've got Timothy, who should have really gone to the bathroom before the presentation, but because he didn't, now he has to hold it in while he does the presentation. Of course, we've got the Asian Dad Squat. Never seen this one in the wild. Don't do this one. This one's really bad. Really, really bad.
So what should we do? Well, look, the first thing is make sure you've got a good, confident posture. And then after that, grab your hands, take them out of your pockets, and put on a smile. Give the audience good eye contact and wave at the audience. Acknowledge them. And then just before I go on stage, I like to rub my hands together to show the audience I'm pumped and ready to go. The final thing I'll say here is, while you're waiting for the MC to introduce you, it's absolutely okay to just have your hands by your sides. If there's no reason to use your hands, there's no need to do anything with them. Now let's get into the 3 remarkable ways that you can start a presentation to be able to capture the audience's attention and also to help you create the best first impression possible. Number 1, storytelling. This is important for the following reason. When you storytell with an audience, you're going to have higher levels of connection. The audience is going to feel more connected to you. And an audience that is more connected to the speaker is an audience that's going to be more engaged with the speaker. Too many people start with content because they feel uneasy, they feel anxious, they feel nervous, and then they feel like the only form of value that they can add as a speaker is with their content. This is not true. There are so many other different forms of value that you can add as a speaker. You can inspire an audience, you can entertain an audience, and you can educate an audience. It's not just with content. That's not the only form of value. That's why storytelling is so critical, because storytelling again allows you to create that really strong connection with the audience. An audience that's got a stronger connection is going to care more about the content. Now, when I had this experience in the US, I was actually really scared because I was speaking in front of a military group and I knew that there were a lot of army vets in the audience, and I've never spoken in front of a military audience before, nor have I ever spoken in front of any vets. So to me, I felt really nervous and anxious. And then I kind of went back to this rule that instead of immediately trying to share my message with the audience, maybe I should start by forming a connection first. So I looked through my library of stories, and I've documented hundreds of stories over the years, and I found the perfect story to start my presentation with. This was a presentation I did for a military group in the US, and I want you to just check out the story that I shared.
Listen, I'm so honored to be here, and I want to tell you why. Something about me, I feel deeply connected with what you all do, and I want to share with you why. You know, you know that I'm a part magician, obviously, and when I was young, I used to practice with playing cards all the time, and magicians only use one brand of cards, Bicycle, made by the US playing company. And in Australia, we don't have these. And I'm from Australia, if you couldn't tell. And I had to import them from America. You buy them here for about $1 a pack. We have to pay $10 a pack in Australia. Oh, it's robbery. And what happened was my dad saw me playing with these playing cards and practicing with them. And he freaked out when he saw the back of the playing cards. It jogged a memory for him, and he told me this story. In the mid-1970s, my family were trying to escape the war, and my dad told me that the night we were trying to escape, he said he rode his motorcycle into Saigon, into the city, to plead soldiers to please come and help us in the village, because we knew the bad people were coming that evening. And my dad said to me, the soldier said they couldn't go, they couldn't abandon their post, but this one soldier said, I can't be there, but I want you to take these cards. It's playing cards, and I want you to scatter them around your village. to make the Viet Cong think there are US soldiers there, so that will buy you time. That evening, the Viet Cong didn't arrive. That's the night my parents escaped. Yeah. And whether it was because of these cards or not, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, from an Australian Vietnamese boy, thank you for your service. Yeah. Yeah.
After I shared this story, I remember the energy in the room completely changing. At the start, it was a little bit standoffish, but after that, arms came undone and I had their complete attention, and I knew that there was a very strong rapport now that I had with the audience. So storytelling, it's much more powerful than you think. Number 2, use a prop. I rarely see people do this anymore. I don't see many people use props on stage, but if you can use props on stage, you can really engage with the audience's curiosity. So I try this when I'm on stage too. In one of my keynotes, I have like a little mystery box that I show the audience at the start of a presentation. So let's roll to a clip with what I do with the box. Check it out.
Mr. Vinh Giang.
Thank you. So there's a box here. Please, if I could get everyone in this kind of general vicinity, if you could just keep your eye on the box, make sure nothing goes in the box or comes out of the box. Is that okay? Can you do this for me? Please do watch me as well, don't just watch the box.
Since I kind of cut this clip short, you probably don't have context on what that box is about, but I assure you that box has a lot of relevance to the presentation that I give. So that's an important part of this puzzle, is that ensure that the prop you bring has relevance to the topic that you're speaking about. Now, my example was okay. However, one of my favorite examples of a speaker using a prop is Bill Gates when he gave his talk on malaria. Now, he used the prop at the start of his talk, and I want you to just check this quick clip out and watch how engaged and how aroused and almost scared the audience gets when he uses this prop. Check it out.
Malaria, even the million deaths a year caused by malaria, greatly understate its impact. Over 200 million people at any one time are suffering from it. It means that you can't get the economies in these areas going because it holds things back so much. Now, malaria is, of course, transmitted by mosquitoes. I brought some here so you could experience this. We'll let those roam around the auditorium a little bit. There. There's no reason only poor people should have the experience.
Wasn't that a badass example of someone using props? Bill uses this towards the beginning of his presentation to really hook the audience and bring them in. I absolutely love the technique of using props. Number 3, humorous energy. Humorous energy. When I say humorous energy, I'm not talking about you becoming a stand-up comedian or you, worse, telling a joke on stage. What I'm saying is the following. 1, make sure you're light on your feet. 2, make sure you've got a smile on your face. 3, make sure you use lots of melody when you speak. Have vocal variety. 4, be excited. Show the audience you're excited to be there. And 5, open body language. If you take all of these 5 things and you mix them together, you get this.
All right, thank you so much for clapping. I haven't even done anything, so thank you. Brilliant. Thank you very much for clapping. I haven't done anything yet, but thanks for the applause. Brilliant. Thank you for clapping. I haven't done anything yet, but thank you. Thank you.
Not everyone can become a stand-up comedian, but everyone definitely can become more humorous. When you add more humor just to you as a person, especially when you're on stage, A, you're going to show the audience that you're confident. B, you're going to show the audience that you're excited to be there. And C, you're going to tell the audience and you're showing them that, hey, we're about to have a really good time together. All right, my friends, these are the 3 remarkable ways for you to be able to open a presentation to create the best impression possible. If you've got any questions about public speaking, presentation, or communication skills, please do leave them in the comment section below. I harvest them all and I use them to create my content every week. Other than that, see you in the video next Thursday. Bye for now. Sign up for my free 45-minute communication masterclass. See you in the next video.